You are not building a business with prompts. You are building a prompt dependency. And the difference matters more than anyone wants to admit. Every day, another expert sells you prompt libraries, copy-paste templates, one-click solutions. They tell you ChatGPT can write your emails, draft your captions, generate your offers, build your funnel copy in seconds, and you believe it. Because it feels like productivity. It feels like progress. But what you are actually doing is outsourcing the one thing that creates economic traction. Your ability to think through your own positioning. This is not about AI being bad. This is about mothers adopting tools before they have clarity on what those tools are replacing. You do not need better prompts. You need better economic questions. And until you can ask those questions clearly, no AI will answer them for you. Let's start with what most prompt guides will not tell you. ChatGPT does not understand your client. It does not know what problem you solve. It does not know what language creates trust in your market. It does not know why someone would pay you instead of the 12 other people offering the same thing. It can mimic tone. It can structure sentences. It can generate volume. But it cannot replace the economic discernment that comes from actually operating inside a monetized relationship. When you ask ChatGPT to write a sales email, it writes what a sales email should look like, not what your client needs to hear. When you ask it to draft a service description, it gives you polished language with zero differentiation. When you ask it to build a content calendar, it gives you topics that sound productive, but do not move anyone closer to buying. This is the gap, and most mothers do not notice it until 6 months in, when they realize they have been posting consistently, writing clearly, and still making no money. The problem is not the AI. The problem is that you are using it to automate clarity you do not yet have. You are asking it to generate positioning before you have defined your economic function. You are treating it like a shortcut, when what you actually need is a thinking partner. And those are not the same thing. Here is what changes when you use ChatGPT correctly. You stop asking it to create. You start asking it to reflect. You stop saying, "Write me a sales page." You start saying, "Here is my offer. Here is my client. Here is the objection I keep hearing. What is the economic tension I am not naming?" That is a different question, and it produces a different result. Most mothers use ChatGPT to avoid the hard part. The part where you sit with your own confusion and figure out what you are actually selling. The part where you admit you do not know how to describe the value you create. The part where you realize your offer sounds like everyone else's because you have not done the work to define what makes yours distinct. ChatGPT will not do that work for you, but it will help you see where the work is missing, if you ask it the right way. Let's talk about what that looks like in practice. You are a stay-at-home mom. You want to monetize a skill. Maybe it is copywriting. Maybe it is admin support. Maybe it is course creation or client onboarding systems. You open ChatGPT. You type "Write me a service description" for a virtual assistant work. It gives you 3 paragraphs, professional, polished, completely forgettable. You post it. No one responds. You assume you need a better prompt. So you try again. Same result. Different words, same silence. Now try this instead. You write, "I help busy entrepreneurs manage their inboxes and schedule client calls." But when I describe it, that sounds like every other VA. What is the economic function I am actually providing? What is the transformation my client experiences when they hire me? What language would make that clear? Now ChatGPT has something to work with. It can reflect your economic role back to you. It can help you see what you are underselling. It can show you where your description lacks specificity. That is useful. That is different. Here is another example. You want to create a lead magnet. You ask ChatGPT to write a free guide on productivity tips for moms. It gives you a list. 10 tips, clean formatting, 0 economic pull. No one downloads it because it does not solve a problem someone would pay to fix. It solves a problem someone already Googled. You just add it to the noise. Try this. You write, I want to create a lead magnet that positions me as someone who understands the operational chaos of running a home-based business. My ideal client is a mom who wants to make money, but feels like she is constantly starting over because nothing sticks. What should this guide help her see about her own patterns? What economic clarity does she need before she will ever hire anyone? Now you are using AI to sharpen your positioning, not replace it. This applies to content too. Most mothers ask ChatGPT to generate captions. Write me a post about time management. Write me a carousel about goal setting, and ChatGPT obliges. It gives you something that looks like content, but it does not reflect your authority. It does not build client trust. It does not differentiate your economic function. It just fills space, and filling space is not the same as creating signal. What works better? You write, here is a pattern I notice in my clients. They say they want more time, but what they actually need is permission to stop doing things that do not generate income. How do I frame that in a way that makes them stop scrolling? Now you are asking ChatGPT to help you articulate what you already see. That is a prompt with economic weight. That is a prompt that sharpens your message instead of diluting it. Let's go deeper. Most prompt guides teach you to be more specific with your requests. Add tone, add length, add structure, and yes, that improves output quality, but it does not improve economic relevance. You can get a beautifully written email that still does not convert, because the issue was never the writing. The issue was the offer, or the positioning, or the fact that you have not yet defined who you are economically useful to. This is where most mothers get stuck. They think better prompts will fix a weak foundation. They think A and compensate for unclear messaging. They think automation equals income. But automation without economic clarity just scales confusion. You end up with more content, more emails, more posts, and the same revenue. Because the problem was never volume. The problem was direction. So here is the real guide. Before you ask ChatGPT to create anything, write down 3 things. 1. What economic problem do I solve? 2. Who experiences this problem enough to pay for a solution? 3. What language does that person use when they describe the problem to themselves? If you cannot answer those 3 questions clearly, no prompt will save you. But if you can, then ChatGPT becomes a force multiplier, not a replacement. You can use it to test messaging. Here is how I describe my offer. Does this language reflect the transformation my client wants? Or does it sound like everyone else? You can use it to identify gaps. Here is my service. What objection am I not addressing? What question would someone need answered before they would pay me? You can use it to refine your economic narrative. Here is what I do. How do I say this in a way that makes someone feel like I understand their exact situation? These are not prompts that generate content. These are prompts that generate clarity, and clarity is what creates income. Not volume, not polish, not automation. Clarity. Let's talk about what this means for your day-to-day operations. You do not need 100 saved prompts. You need 5 good questions. Questions that force you to define your economic position. Questions that expose weak messaging. Questions that help you see where you are underselling or overcomplicating. Most mothers collect prompts like they are building a toolkit. But what they actually need is a mirror. And ChatGPT can be that mirror. If you stop asking it to do the thinking and start asking it to reflect what you are not yet seeing, here is what that looks like. You write, I offer done for you email sequences. My client is a course creator who does not have time to write. I charge $1,500, but I keep hearing it is too expensive. What economic value am I not communicating? What part of the transformation am I leaving unclear? That is a diagnostic prompt. That is a prompt that helps you see the gap between what you think you are selling and what your client thinks they are buying. And that gap is where all the money gets lost. Or this, you write, I post 3 times a week on Instagram. I talk about productivity, time management, work-life balance, but no one is DMing me. No one is asking about my services. What is missing? What economic signal am I not creating? Now ChatGPT is helping you audit your content strategy. Not write your content. There is a difference. All this. You write, I have been running my business for 6 months. I have had 3 clients. They all said yes immediately. But I have not been able to replicate that. What do those 3 clients have in common? What pattern am I not seeing? What part of my positioning worked then that I am not using now? This is economic forensics. This is how you use AI to extract insight from your own experience, not bypass it. Most mothers think ChatGPT is a content generator. And it is, but that is the least useful thing it does. What it does better is pattern recognition, clarity extraction, message refinement, economic reflection. If you treat it like a writing assistant, you will get assistant-level results. If you treat it like a strategic mirror, you will get strategic-level clarity, and clarity compounds. Writing does not. Here is the last thing. If you are using ChatGPT to write everything, you are training yourself out of the one skill that creates long-term income. The ability to think through your own positioning. The ability to name what you do in a way that makes someone want to pay for it. The ability to see patterns in your market and adjust your messaging accordingly. These are not automatable. These are the skills that separate the mothers who make money from the mothers who just look busy. So stop collecting prompts, start collecting questions. Stop asking ChatGPT to create. Start asking it to clarify. Stop automating the thinking, start automating the formatting. And stop believing that better tools will fix weak positioning. They will not, but better questions will. That is the real guide. Not the one that gives you 50 templates. The one that teaches you to ask 5 questions that actually matter. That is what builds economic traction. That is what turns AI into an asset. And that is what most mothers will never hear. Because it does not sell as well as plug-and-play solutions. But it works better. And in the long run, that is the only metric that matters. Mandatory disclaimer. This content is for educational and informational purposes only and should not be construed as financial, legal, or professional advice. Individual results may vary. Always conduct your own research and consult with a qualified professional before making any financial or business decisions.